I'm talking to Christopher Brown, and he is knowledgeable that I'm recording this phone call. My name is Henry Osborne. So what can we do? My understanding is the statute of limitations is 3 years, and the offense was committed off campus, and it's been over 3 years as far as I can tell. So I don't think there's really any options to do anything legally, is there?
Well, the statute of limitations is a tricky thing. Let me pull out my little cheat sheet here. Just fine. Hold on 1 second, sorry. All right. So when I read the letter, it sounds like it was he grabbed your penis and your testicles several times and kissed you and bit you on your lip. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and then that's the only sexual contact that happened?
That is it. No, yeah, that is it.
Okay. So at this point, we're talking about a sexual battery.
Okay.
Which is a felony. It's not determined. It's not an indeterminate life sentence. It did occur after 1985. It looks like the statute of limitations may be 10 years in this case.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm reading this flowchart correctly. Yeah, it looks like the statute of limitations is within 10 years. So, realistically what happens is, since the statute of limitations is within 10 years, you are able to report this case to the police department for criminal prosecution, and then it's basically the police department or police departments, whoever has standing jurisdiction, has a year from the date that the police department knew about it. So in this case, the letter was sent and received on November 15th, so you have until November 15th, 2017 for a case to be filed with the district attorney's office. Now, am I also reading the letter correctly that this happened in San Pedro?
Yes, it was down by the battleship, Iowa.
Okay. Now, I do recognize that it involves one of the individuals that is identified as a student here, and there are methods that you can go through the university to file a complaint against a student. However, for any kind of criminal prosecution or charges, you would need to go through the Harbor Division of the LAPD.
That's what I was suspecting.
Now, I would like to... Are you a student at Cal State Long Beach?
No, I am not. I've never been on the campus.
If you don't mind, I would like to send you some information via email on what you can do to launch a complaint against the student. That only works if he's still a student. I don't know if Mr. Pulido is. I haven't had the opportunity to look that up yet. But if he is a student here at Cal State Long Beach, there is methods where you can file a complaint against him through the university.
Well,
and this would be a non-criminal type thing. This would be a student conduct type thing.
Yeah, I thought about driving down there and visiting with you. It's a little bit of a drive. I've never been on the campus. I understand it's hard to find parking, and I would have probably never. I don't think I've ever said anything to anybody about this, and I don't think I would have ever said anything about this, except that recently. In my opinion, he was doing a stalking thing, and it's even more involved than what I mentioned in the letter.
Okay. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Is this where he was following you near the Hot Java?
Correct, but it was really weird because as I was leaving, I saw somebody that I did not know who it was. Entered from the Hot Java's on the corner. And I'm on one side of one of the sides of the building, and this other person is around the corner. So as I'm leaving, this person takes off and is heading across the street. So when I get to the signal, I head in the same direction. I'm heading straight to my car, and I believe this person that I was walking behind went to the park pantry and stood at the door like I said in the letter. But what was really weird is a kid on a skateboard coming from the other direction had a hockey mask on, and he said, "Be careful who you follow." Now, that means, okay, Ricardo and me don't get along. That means several things. One, he knew that was Ricardo. I didn't. Two, in order for him to know that was Ricardo, that means that they had to be in on him stalking me, because in order for him to be placed there and know that that's Ricardo in front of me, there would have had to have been a conspiracy to stalk me, and baiting is not a crime, I understand. But stalking and a conspiracy to stalk is a felony. Mm-hmm. You follow what I'm saying? So, yes. But how do I prove that? I can't prove that because it's his word against mine, and we haven't talked for years. We don't get along.
Well, stalking cases are always very difficult to prove, no matter what the circumstances are.
And that's what pissed me off, and that's why I wrote the letter, because it was obvious to me that not only was he stalking me, he was baiting me to respond in some fashion against him. You follow what I'm saying? And
I do.
And not just that, he was in conspiracy with another person on the skateboard, because there's no way he would have known to say that if he didn't know it was Ricardo and he didn't know that Ricardo was in front of me. You follow? That's. I
do, Mr. Osborne, and I completely understand your frustration in the matter. And like I said before, this would be in the city of Long Beach, right?
That's correct. It would be in the city of Long Beach if that happened.
Okay.
So then you got a stalking case that's very hard to prove. You know, you can just say I didn't.
Hard to prove that it's not necessarily. There's no necessary need for proving it to file an incident report with that agency. My recommendation would be to contact Long Beach Police Department to file a criminal report if you feel that you're being stalked. And then, again, you could come to the university, or at least I can send you the information on how to go about getting a hold of the student conduct matter, because the way it works here at the university when we do investigations, there's kind of a double investigation. There's the criminal side of things, which I take care of, and then there's an independent investigation that the university does for student conduct. And students have a whole list of rules that they have to abide by when they're students here. One of those things is you can't commit any violation of law, you can't put any member of the community in fear for their safety, you can't put anyone else in danger, you know, all kinds of rules and regulations. So while we might not have enough to have a criminal filing in any of these cases, the university doesn't need beyond a reasonable doubt. They need a preponderance of evidence. And what that means is if it's more likely to have happened than not to have happened, then the university could find a discipline finding against the student. And that, in my opinion, might be your best bet if you're looking for some kind of, I don't want to say closure, but some kind of disciplinary action where you might feel that you don't have enough to pursue criminally, but you might have that ability to do it through the university.
Oh, you mean like an expulsion from the university or something like that?
Well, it ranges from, you know, a slap on the wrist pretty much to expulsion, yes. Because if they do an investigation and they find out that Mr. Pulido did violate student conduct, they have a whole range of disciplinary matters that they have at their disposal. And that's not without its own appeal process through, you know, the individual as well. So, but there is a method for you to file a complaint if you so desire.
Okay, well, why don't you email me the information and I'll read it over and see what I want to do.
Okay. Also, the flyer that I'm going to send you has got some resource information. If you're feeling especially triggered about the sexual assault, I do recommend that you contact the YWCA of the Greater Los Angeles area. They do work with male victims of sexual assault if you feel that you need those services. But if I could just get your email address, I'll send that information right over.
Okay,
Okay, I'll send that information over to you right now. Is there anything else that I can help you out with?
Well, as far as me feeling violated or whatever, I mean, I don't have a mental breakdown over this. You know, what's upsetting me is this person takes the time to work with somebody else to stalk me, to try to set me up in a fashion where there would be an incident. That's what upsets me. I
understand, and we've learned that trauma can affect everyone in different ways, and what might seem like an ordinary incident might affect you more because of the trauma, and that's why I recommended for you to reach out if you feel that you need it. If you don't, then you don't. Everyone deals with it in their own way.
Yeah. You know, just that when he did that, and when those two people did that it really pissed me off. I mean, that's why I sent the letter. I would not have sent that letter had he not done that. I mean, I don't know if I ever told anybody, and not, I don't know, I just, without getting into it, him and the other person stalking me, and the fact that there was a second person involved, you know, my understanding conspiracy to commit a misdemeanor is a felony in the state of California, and there were 2 people involved. And stalking can be either a misdemeanor or a felony, but how do you prove it? Because it's just he could just say, "Oh, I was just leaving at the same time he did," And I don't know that person, and how do you prove that person said what he said?
The frustrating thing about the stalking section is it has to be behavior done with the intent to put the victim in fear for their safety. So, if indeed he was just leaving around the corner same time, then you don't have a case of stalking. But if through his statements or any records that the officers might find that he was doing it with the intention, one incident might not be a case of stalking.
Yeah.
But if you start to see a pattern or develop a pattern, or you see him many places where you never saw him before, or you start to see him follow you, then you have, I think, a little bit better of a case for stalking. But if it's just one isolated incident, it very well might have been that. And I do understand that the kid lighting up on the skateboard with the ski mask saying that to you is,
It was a hockey mask, but it was a hockey mask, like a goalie mask.
Yeah, hockey mask.
Yeah.
I can understand how that would be frightening as well. On the off chance that it was just someone random.
Be careful who you're following. Random, and it happens to be Ricardo.
Any other incidents of him following you or anything like that?
Nothing that I can. The only thing that really he had done in the past was he would show up to places that we commonly showed up at the same place, and he had knew the same people, and he would do things that were very irritating to try to push my buttons. And I don't think that's really considered stalking. It's called baiting, and baiting is not illegal because the police do it all the time.
Well, again, I think that your best bet in this instance would be to go through the university to file that student conduct complaint.
All right.
Whereas, I can tell you right now you don't have enough for a criminal filing on stalking.
All right. I know. That's why I guess that's why I didn't call you back. I just, I know what he did, and I just felt like somebody at the university knows this is what this person is capable of doing,
Well, and I do appreciate the input in the letter. I mean, that puts him on our radar, definitely. And like I said, we deal with a lot of cases of sexual misconduct here on a college campus. I mean, every college campus really does. So to have, that prior knowledge of him if he comes up as a suspect of interest or a person of interest in any future cases, we would definitely circle back and talk to you.
Yeah, and when he did that to me, I Googled his name and I got a hit on Long Beach State, and it turns out that he's the president of the French Club, and it's like, okay, I think I need to write a letter or something like that. That's what this was about. It's just, like I say,
it's definitely something that the university would look at in that independent student conduct investigation.
Yeah.
Is one, is this person an employee? Does he get paid by the university for anything? Because that kind of changes the lens that they look through a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because they're worried about liability and such. But then, they also have, if he's a part-time employee or graduate assistant or some kind of employee, there's also different rules that they have to go by as well. Sexual harassment being one of those big key things. So, again, there's a lot of different things that they can look at, but it would be up to you to file that initial complaint. And that's the information that I'm going to be sending you right now.
All right, well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, and I'm going to send an email here in about 30 seconds, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.